What's happening, YouTubers? Just thought I'd bring you a video showing you the new Blackberry Z10. Just want to show you a few of its features and give you my first impressions, really. It's a lovely looking phone, to be quite frank. It's very reminiscent of the iPhone 5. It's got that kind of matted finish towards the bottom there of the unit, you can see. Now, if you turn the unit to the side, the phone to the side, you can see it has two connection ports there. The one towards the bottom is a micro USB, which is used for syncing and charging, and the one just above that is a micro HDMI, which could prove handy if you want to project pictures or video onto the television. So moving up towards the top of the phone, we have on the left hand side a headphone socket. The center button is power, and a microphone just over to the right hand side. Will swivel around, and you have the rocker switch for volume up, volume down, and in the center is a kind of voice control, voice command type button. Going to the bottom of the phone, there's just a kind of, basically you put your finger in there and you lift the back case, or the back lid, sorry, and beneath that is the battery and where you put the SD and where you put the SIM as well, which you'll see just over to the side. Okay, so when you have the phone in the hand, the first thing I looked for was the home button. I'm so used to just hitting the home button on the iPhone 5, but guess what? There's no home button. So you have two options to get this thing started. You can press the power button up the top there, or you can do, which is very prevalent on this phone, a swipe, and it's an upward swipe, and it's a particular upward swipe. It's one which starts not here, not there, not sideways, but from the Blackberry word here. So just watch this, swipe up, and voila, it's like a little striptease, and it reveals all the beautiful gems hidden below. So any smartphone user will be familiar with this sort of layout. You've got your kind of icons which you will click if you want to get onto the browser, calendar, etc. So with that said, let's have a look at one or two things. Let's have a look at the browser. Okay, there's a couple of pictures, a couple of web pages I've looked at earlier. I'll just bring one to the forefront. Now this is Google. It's brought up Google. It's found Google. You can see here it actually puts the address bar down towards the bottom, and over on the left hand side you'll be familiar with that squares kind of icon, which basically tells you that if you want to get to another tab, then you are to press that button. So let's do that, and you can see on the left now it brings up this menu where you can go to a new tab, check your history, or go to bookmarks. If you press it again, it just pops you back. Now over on the right hand side you have these three dots. If you press that, you get some more options. So you have settings, downloads, site info, and you can read the rest there. If you go into, let's say, settings, let's just have a look in there. You've got a couple more options. Privacy. Oops, that's not the one I was looking for. Let's just go back. Okay, privacy and security. And here you can clear your history, set how long history is kept for, and a couple of other options. Now with these menus you can use this little button in the bottom left to go back. So here we go, we go back again. Now home button, that's what I am used to pressing when I want to close the internet or the browser. So as I said, there's no home button, so the swipe comes into action again. So once again, look for the Blackberry. Hopefully you can see that just at the bottom there. If you can't, don't worry, just swipe up and look. It miniaturizes, pops it into the corner, which is nice, which I think is quite nice. And from there you can go back to your menus and you can select another app or application to go into. So for example, YouTube. Okay, and yes, ultimately this is in a browser again. And if you're finished with YouTube, you simply swipe up, and it pops it in the corner, like so. Now, I think that is pretty good, but I'm about to show you something which I think is even better, and that's to do with typing. So to demonstrate the typing facility, the call typing facility, let's start a message. If we scroll across to the right, we get this hub. And this is basically where you can create and receive text messages, BBM messages, calls, etc. So I'm going to select text messages, like so, and compose, just in the bottom right. There we go. So this I really like. Let's start typing a word. Let's say, we're going to say hello, and look at that. The Blackberry keyboard is very smart and detects or predicts what you're going to type. So I wanted to say hello, so you can see just above the L there's hello. So what I'll do is just flick that word up and you can see it's appeared. I think that's marvellous. And if you look on the keyboard now, it kind of predicts, it thinks, what are you going to say? So if I say, I was going to say hello there, let's just select above the T, there is there, flick that up, and it keeps giving you suggestions. So you could potentially write your whole text or email message just from their suggestions, but if not, you could save a lot of time if it selects the correct word for you. That's just jumble, but you understand what I'm saying. I think that is brilliant, and I can really imagine other manufacturers copying this, because I'm seriously impressed with it. So without going into a whole heap more detail on this video, my first impressions are that this phone, it needs a lot of gestures. You know, it's not a phone that you will pick up and be able to master in 10 seconds like perhaps an iPhone or you know, like a Samsung Android type phone where you can just pick it up and just know. This one will take you a little bit of time, but once you get a feel for it, once you understand what makes it work, what makes it tick, it's not a bad phone. Would I choose it over an iPhone 5? Definitely not. No way. But would I potentially keep it for a second phone? Yeah, why not? It's a new year, it's a new phone. So anyway, this is AJGTV. I hope you've liked this video. Please press like and subscribe. I'll have many more fun videos coming along as soon as I can. Thanks a lot for watching. Take care. Bye.